Hello everyone! I'm very happy to see you again on this sunny day. Today, I'm bringing you a new unboxing of unusual items. Let's get started. Let's start with this item. So apparently it's a glass shaped like a zip bag, so it imitates a plastic bag, as you can see. However, I'm not really a fan of the idea of putting a goldfish on the back. It looks a bit like a fishbowl. It could mislead people, and honestly, it's not something to highlight, please. If you buy it, don't put a fish inside. So let's unpack all this. Let's see how it looks. Okay, well, it's a glass, but it's still relatively big. I was expecting something a bit smaller. Honestly, it's not too bad. Okay, so actually, it's really a jar where we can put candies and treats. Honestly, it's quite original. To try it out, I'm going to put some Smarties inside. Well, as you can see, it actually looks really good, and I think I'm going to keep it since it will make a very nice decoration in my videos, and I love unusual things. So, this one is approved, but with a downside for the goldfish on the box. Honestly, that's not a good idea. Let's move on. So, here we have what is described as a magic mushroom, and actually, it's a silicone accessory that will serve as a funnel. So, let's go, we're going to test it. Well, as you can see, it's really super cute, but on the other hand, I'm a little scared. In terms of size, it seems relatively small to me, especially compared to regular funnels. So I'm going to test it with olive oil, since it's really tricky and we don't want to spill it everywhere. For that, I'm going to pour some into this little glass. And we're going to try to pour it back inside, knowing that the neck is relatively small. So here we go, I'm going to insert my mushroom. Okay, it fits perfectly. And now, apparently, I just have to turn it over. Oh, listen, that's pretty clever. And now, all that's left is to pour the oil. Okay, you have to go slowly, obviously, but as you can see, it flows inside without any problem. Well, listen, it works really well. And actually, the fact that it's small is an advantage because we can store it easily without it taking up space. So for me, that's approved. So next we have this. It's called Another Me. And apparently these are 100 different ideas to keep us busy, whether at home or outside. So, what do they tell us? There's no time to be bored in a world as beautiful as this one. The activities are divided into two types depending on whether you want to stay at home or go out. Figure out your mood, draw a ticket, and enjoy the moment. Well, what I can already tell you is that the packaging is really very nice, and I'm not just saying that because there's glass. But the question is, how do you open it? Because right now, I literally don't see any particular slot. Let's just go for it and hope we don't destroy the product. Ah, okay, it's fine. There's a second box inside. I got scared, but it's not clearly marked. Okay, so this is how it looks. In the center, there's a box with 100 tickets inside. And on each side, you can draw either ideas for activities at home or ideas for activities elsewhere, so outside. So I suggest we draw a few tickets to see what is offered to us. The first one recommends making a holder to hang a plant, so it encourages do-it-yourself. That's not too bad. The second one, what will it be? Oh, I think I was supposed to pull it. Oh well, I broke the system. That's a joke. Oh wow, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, what's happening? Oh man, I think I messed up. So this side is a bit broken, right? There you go, I can't pull on it anymore. It's a shame, but that's how it is. I guess I'll have to turn to other activities. What are they going to offer me? Visit a market. Opus. Okay, the second one, but you see, it gets stuck right away. Okay, I did it. Go attend a private concert in a new venue. Well, okay, those are activities indeed, but I could have the idea to go there without that. What? Oh man, it's a hassle. I don't know if there's a particular technique, but there's something missing from their product, like a metal piece or, the little teeth. There, like on the baking paper, because here, honestly, it doesn't work that well. Well, on paper, the idea was interesting, but in reality, it's a bit more complicated than that. Is spending 15 euros on this product worth it? Honestly, I don't think so. So here we have what looks like fries that are supposed to help us close food packaging. So we have what looks like a kind of cardboard storage box that reminds you of the ones from McDonald's. And on the back, there's a magnet so you can stick it if you want on your refrigerator or any other magnetic surface. Obviously, well, unfortunately, it's a shame I don't have one, so we'll have to trust them on that part. But what interests us, of course, are the clips which, as you can see, look like fries, but in terms of their mechanism, there's absolutely nothing original about them. I'll see with you if I can easily close this package. Well, listen, it works indeed, but to be honest with you, it doesn't seem very sturdy. I feel like the plastic is really too flexible and it's going to deform very quickly. I don't know, I have some doubts about its durability. Personally, I would stick with more traditional clips. This one doesn't want to close. Oh yes, okay. I thought to myself, after just one use, that would be too much, honestly. Next item. So here, we have a slightly bigger box. I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside. So, what is it? Apparently, it's an item for kids. It's a cereal bowl with a built-in basketball hoop, so it's meant to make eating a bit more fun. And here's what it looks like. As you can see, we have half of a bowl here and the hoop right above it, which will let us shoot the cereal back into the bowl. Honestly, it's really nice. I really like the concept. I'm going to fill it up just so we can see what it looks like. I'm spilling a lot on the side. Well, as you might have guessed, I'm not a basketball player. There you go, but it's huge. I feel like you can put a massive amount inside. And then, I guess the idea is to play with the basket itself, maybe to pour the milk in here. So obviously for adults it might seem trivial, but for younger kids I think it could be a good gift. This is approved, it's a really good idea. So here we have an item that will appeal to wine lovers. It's a solution that will allow us to chill, aerate and serve them. Alright, let's go. We're going to open this together. Oh, let's listen. It's a beautiful item, but it looks extremely fragile, so I'm going to be really careful. Okay, oh no, what a disappointment. Contrary to appearances, it's not glass, it's plastic, so yes, it's a bit less classy. But at the same time, it makes sense, since we're going to have to put this in the freezer to cool it down. So, in the center, we have this kind of transparent rod with what seems to be water inside. And at the top, there's a kind of cork stopper that we can split in two to aerate and serve our wine. So, I'm going to put this in the freezer to cool it down, and we'll see how it turns out later. Okay, so I have a bottle of white wine in front of me. Ideally, it should be served between 10 and 13 degrees Celsius. And obviously during a meal, we're not going to put the bottle back in the fridge between each use. And that's where our frozen accessory comes in, which will allow us to keep a certain freshness. So here we go. I'm going to try to insert it into my bottle. Let's see if it fits. Okay, no problem. It works perfectly. I'm pressing it in. There we go. And apparently there's no risk of it spilling. Here, it's completely airtight with the famous cork stopper, so it's like having a big ice cube in the middle. Honestly, I have no doubt that it works. Now, I'm going to test the pour spout, knowing that there are two openings simply because one of them is there to aerate the wine. Alright, here we go. Okay, so it works well. And as you can see, while I'm pouring, air is entering the bottle. Well, listen, it's a success for me. It's approved. Now, I'm going to test an hourglass for you, but not just any hourglass since it's magnetic. So, it comes straight from the avant-garde. A site you're quite familiar with if you regularly follow my channel, since, after all, they have quite a few items that I've shown you. Okay, so I guess this is the stand, and the hourglass itself is right here. Well, the good news is that it's well protected, as you can see. And like in all hourglasses, there's a powder inside, so in this case it's black and it's apparently iron. But as you can see, there's very little of it. I wonder how such a small amount is going to take a minute to fall. And so, the base itself is right here, especially with the magnetic part. Okay, so let's get started. Let's test this out. So, in the instructions, it says not to put the hourglass on the base when the bottom is full. So I'm going to turn it over and we'll put it on, okay? Okay. Well, actually it's going down really fast. But as you can see, it also creates interesting shapes at the bottom since we have this electromagnetic field that's created, especially thanks to the magnet. Honestly, it looks really great. Okay, it's over. I took a little while to react, but actually it lasts 1 minute. Honestly, it's not bad, it's different from classic hourglasses. For me, it's approved. And the last item is a sunset lamp. That's perfect timing. As you can see, it's a bit less bright outside compared to the beginning of the video. So, if the sun could come back through this item, that would be nice. So, let's see together how it looks, especially since it seems relatively small to me. Okay, so here we have what seem to be color filters that will allow us to adjust the mood as we like. And as you can see, the lamp itself is quite unique. Since here we have a kind of large convex lens, which I suppose will allow us to get that sunset effect. Let's get started. I'll assemble it by first screwing in the base. I'm going to pull the cable a bit since it's relatively long, and then I'll be able to put the head in place. Perfect. Well, I hadn't noticed before, but apparently you can tilt the head. But as for sturdiness, I think we've seen better. So I'm going to plug it in. There we go. Perfect. And now let's see together if it turns on. Okay, well, so far everything's fine. Let's see if it's powerful or not. Oh, okay. So as you can see, we do have a kind of sunset effect behind me, which for now isn't very pronounced. Let's see what we can do with the different color filters. So for that, I'm going to unscrew the front part, remove the lens, and we're going to combine a few discs. I want to start with the blue and the pink, so let's go. I'll put them on the lens and then screw everything back together. So what does it look like? There you go, it's much more diffuse now, for sure. Black may not work best, so I'll use a white sheet for better visibility. So, as you can see, even on a white sheet, the effect is relatively subtle. It's a bit of a shame, I actually preferred it without the filters, honestly. Maybe I should remove one. It's true that on me, it works well, but I'm really very close. So, it's not something that's gonna light up a room. Also, it's still somewhat light out. Okay, so this time I'm going to put on the red-orange filter and I'll close it. How does it look? Yeah, well actually, I think there's a way to take some nice photos with this, but it's not the most powerful thing in the world either. I was expecting something a bit more effective. Well, alright, listen. In principle, it's actually not bad, but you really have to use it in a relatively small room and with subjects that are close by. I think it could be useful especially for photographers or people who make videos on TikTok. Or even both, since that's possible. Anyway, that's all for today. Feel free to say in the comments which item you liked best. As for me, I'll see you very soon for new adventures. Goodbye.